At least 16 schools in Virginia are now under investigation for failing to give students their National Merit Scholarship Awards, which are a big deal. They can open a lot of doors academically and get you late at math camp. The Republican governor there called it a maniacal focus on equal outcomes for all students at all costs. You may not like him, but that accusation strikes a lot of people as true. And this is a bad issue for Democrats, because most Americans seem to agree if they're on an airplane, they want a cockpit that looks like America, but they'd also like someone up there who knows how to fly the plane.
Bill Maher has done it again, and this time Hollywood's Nepo babies are feeling the heat. The late-night legend took a flamethrower to the pampered offspring of Tinseltown's elite, mocking their "I worked hard for everything I have" sob stories. Sure, Maher admits that some of them do put in effort, but let's not pretend they were grinding away in total obscurity. When your last name opens more doors than raw talent ever could, you're not exactly living the average American struggle. Hollywood's favorite dynasty kids just got schooled, with Maher holding class in session. Things are about to get fiery, so grab a hose because the smoke from this roast is thick.
The people who've been telling me, Bill, you have to do something on Nepo babies. Shut up, I don't have to. But okay, here it is. And if you haven't heard the term yet, here's a brief montage of all the Nepo babies in the acting profession, beginning with Douglas Fairbanks Jr. That's right, their moms and dads were all stars too. It doesn't make them bad people or untalented. In fact, some Nepo babies did very well in their first big roles. But let's also admit that they weren't the only ones who could have done it. But when it's between a few good people and one of them is going to get you this kind of publicity, who do you think is going to get the part? So enjoy the good life, Nepos. Just don't say you didn't have a huge advantage.
And that's exactly what I've always thought. Hollywood's Nepo babies love to preach that they had no advantage, but come on, let's not kid ourselves. As Bill Maher brilliantly points out, when a Nepo baby and a regular, hard-working nobody are equally talented, guess who gets the role? Spoiler alert, it's not the one drowning in student loans. Nepo babies don't just walk into the room, they own it before they even audition. Why? Because their last names sell tickets? Producers know that slapping a familiar surname on a movie poster creates instant buzz and free publicity. It's marketing gold disguised as merit. So while they cry about working twice as hard, the truth is they were already halfway up the ladder before the rest of us even found the door. Hollywood loves pretending it's a meritocracy, but Maher just tore that illusion to shreds.
It didn't matter that much who your parents were, or it just got my foot in the door. This is business. Getting your foot in the door is 80% of it. Yes. Yes, there are difficult roles that require acting only the great ones can do, but most acting, please, Vin Diesel can do it. Bodybuilders can do it. Children can do it. Steven Seagal can do it. I did it.
Okay, I never even knew Maher starred in a movie, but the man still nails his point with surgical precision. Most Nepo babies aren't terrible actors, they've got some talent. Sure, but let's be honest, they're not in the same league as the true greats who clawed their way up from nothing. Their skills may be decent, but without a famous family name stamped on their resume, would Hollywood even return their calls? Doubtful. If their parents were regular folks working 9-to-5s, most of these so-called rising stars would still be waiting tables. Not walking red carpets. It's not that they don't work hard. It's that the system is designed to catch them when they fall. Maher's point lands hard in a town built on illusion, and the biggest illusion of all is that fame is earned the same way for everyone. Nepo babies didn't climb the ladder. They were born at the top.
Reality TV is acting like you didn't know that glass of wine was going to get thrown in your face. This is one reason why, of the top-rated telecasts on television, sports last year accounted for 94 of the top 100, because it is the last refuge of meritocracy in America. Show business is full of Nepo babies, politics is full of Nepo babies, even modeling which used to require the integrity to find a freakishly perfect 14-year-old in a small Slovenian village, has fallen to nepotism.
Yep, Hollywood doesn't have a monopoly on Nepo babies. Politics is crawling with them too. Some of these political heirs genuinely carry on their family's legacy with real competence. But others, especially on the Democratic side, seem far more obsessed with staying woke than actually getting anything done. Take Gavin Newsom, for example. Now, he may not be a textbook Nepo baby, but let's not pretend his career was built from scratch. His deep ties to the Pelosi family, one of the most powerful political dynasties in America, certainly didn't hurt. When your godfather is billionaire Gordon Getty and your aunt by marriage is Nancy Pelosi, doors don't just open, they swing off their hinges. Newsom's rise through California politics was greased by connections most Americans couldn't even dream of. Maher's jab hits harder when you realize it's not just Hollywood living in a world of inherited privilege. Washington has its own version of the exact same act.
In sports, there are no Nepo babies. There are the sons and daughters of former players, but it's not why they play. Layla Ali didn't knock out 21 opponents by smacking them with her birth certificate. Sports is the last place where it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, just what you do. No one gets hired either because it would make the team look like America or because their rich white daddy pulled strings. I don't trust the government, media, churches, judges, juries, banks, Jiffy Lube, or anyone on a dating app covering their chin with their hand. But I do trust that the 450 players in the NBA are the absolute best 450 players the teams could find anywhere in the world.
That's absolutely true. Sports is one of the few arenas where nepotism hits a brick wall. You either have the talent or you don't. No amount of family money, political clout, or last name prestige can save you if you can't perform. The field, the court, the ring, they're the ultimate truth tellers. Miss the mark and you're out. It's that simple, and honestly, that's a principle politics could learn from. Unlike sports, political power directly shapes lives, economies, and futures, yet we hand it to people based on lineage rather than merit. If every politician had to earn their spot the way athletes do through skill, endurance, and results, imagine how much better off we'd be as a nation. No dynasties. No hand-me-down power. Just competence. Politics shouldn't be a family heirloom. It should be a competition of capability.
The fact that this kid's future in the NBA is not assured. In fact, it's the opposite of assured. That's very assuring to me. Everyone wants to see LeBron James' son play on the same team with his father. There hasn't been a feel-good story that feel-good since Macaulay Culkin escaped from Neverland. But just because we want to see it is not going to make it happen. Only Bronny James himself can do that. Doc Rivers' kid plays, but not because his father played, and so it's a great story. In sports, they don't tell each other stories. They perform.
And that's exactly what we need and deserve as Americans. Not just athletes who perform, but politicians who deliver results too. We demand excellence from our sports heroes. It's time we hold our leaders to the same standard. Instead of focusing on performance and competence, the political class has become obsessed with buzzwords, diversity, equality, and inclusion. Sure, on paper, those ideals sound noble. Who doesn't want fairness or opportunity? But scratch beneath the glossy surface and the cracks start to show. These concepts, once meant to unite us, have been twisted into tools for tokenism and political pandering. It's no longer about finding the most capable person for the job. It's about checking boxes and appeasing the loudest activists. America doesn't need politicians who fit a narrative. It needs leaders who can actually lead, fix problems, and earn respect the way champions do, through real performance, not slogans.
Maybe that's why sports looks to me, at least on TV, like a place that has really good race relations. I mean, where else do you see a grown black man crying over his white coworker?
Maybe that's exactly why the far left is so intent on infiltrating sports. Because it's one of the last remaining institutions that still reflects what America truly stands for. Unity through diversity and merit through effort. Sports remind us that race, color, or background don't determine greatness. Discipline and performance do. On the field, everyone plays by the same rules, and the scoreboard doesn't care who you are. Now, inclusivity is one thing, but fairness is another. If transgender athletes want to compete, fine, create a separate category. Sports should remain the one place where merit, not politics or ideology, decides who wins.
On the field or court, it's just about who can get me the ball, who can score for our team when we need it. They earn each other's respect, and the love follows. So why does America have that in sports, something that is, after all, just a diversion, but not for stuff that really matters? 42% of private colleges admit applicants based almost entirely on the fact that their parents are alumni. You get in if you work hard and your dad bought a building. These are called legacy admissions, although I will also accept entitled.
And that's exactly why America's education system feels watered down today, because merit has taken a backseat to politics and privilege. Getting into top schools is no longer purely about academic excellence or hard work. It's about ticking the right boxes. On one hand, you have day-driven admissions where race, gender, and ideology can overshadow genuine merit. On the other, you have legacy admissions where the children of alumni get a free pass simply because of their last name. Either way, the system rewards connections and categories, not capability. The result? America is no longer producing the intellectual powerhouses it once did. We've gone from celebrating achievement to managing appearances. A nation that once prided itself on being a meritocracy is now playing favorites, and it shows in innovation, productivity, and leadership. It's time to bring excellence back to the classroom and let talent, not titles, lead again.
Also must be said that in the interest of righting historical wrongs and evening out our despicable past, the concept of merit itself is now under attack everywhere but in sports. Instead of getting the kids who lag behind up to the higher standards, schools all over are eliminating honors classes. 80% of four-year colleges no longer require any standardized test for admissions. San Francisco's top-rated Lowell High School replaced merit-based admissions with a lottery in 2021, and the result was a threefold increase in D's and F's. Turns out getting rid of merit admissions just made kids feel worse about themselves, and that's what Instagram is for.
Exactly. What started as a feel-good idea quickly turned into a bureaucratic mess that prioritized identity over intelligence. The result? Lower standards, divided campuses, and a generation more focused on activism than achievement. Once again, students will have to earn their success, not inherit it through political favoritism. If we want to reclaim our reputation for excellence, merit must matter more than messaging.
At least 16 schools in Virginia are now under investigation for failing to give students their National Merit Scholarship Awards, which are a big deal. They can open a lot of doors academically and get you late at math camp. The Republican governor there called it a maniacal focus on equal outcomes for all students at all costs. You may not like him, but that accusation strikes a lot of people as true. And this is a bad issue for Democrats, because most Americans seem to agree if they're on an airplane, they want a cockpit that looks like America, but they'd also like someone up there who knows how to fly the plane.
In the end, Bill Maher's takedown of Nepo babies cuts far deeper than Hollywood gossip. It's a mirror held up to America itself. From entertainment to politics to education, the disease of entitlement has spread everywhere. Whether it's star kids getting roles they didn't earn, politicians rising on family ties, or students sliding into elite schools through day or legacy admissions. The story is the same. Merit no longer matters as much as it should. Maher's rant isn't just comedy, it's a wake-up call. America became great because it rewarded talent, effort, and grit, not privilege or identity. The moment we traded excellence for optics, we started to lose that edge. But there's hope. If we can bring meritocracy back on the field, in the classroom, and in government, we can restore what made this country exceptional in the first place: the belief that success should always be earned, not inherited. And that brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe to Pixel Fork for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.